as though hip-hop began in the ground.
Everybody played hardcore.
Yeah, sure, you couldn't ban any of them.
The black man has no shot in this business.
Let's go back into time a little bit.
I chose the name hip-hop.
Hip-hop, hip-hop, hip-hop.
You gotta understand, you really have to understand that the Zulu nation had originally been the black spades.
From the beginning of the culture of hip-hop.
Nobody knew that Brooklyn was doing it. We was already doing it.
Brooklyn has nothing to do with the valley of hip-hop.
DJ Jones, DJ Hollywood, Plumber from Brooklyn. You had Grandmaster Flowers from Brooklyn, Mongolia. You had Master D and Ron K.
In 1977, I became the first female MC of the hip-hop culture and also the first female MC to join an all-male group, and that was the Funky Four.
Everybody that started with Mario that was leaving, Theodore was with Mario, Jay was with Mario, Bam got his first sound system from Mario.
5 different elements that make hip-hop hip-hop.
But I like that sound. I said, this is hip. And when you feel that music, you gotta hop to it. So that's when we call it hip-hop.
Keith Cowboy of Grandmaster Flash is one of his first MCs. Hip-hop was a derogatory term, referring to what we were doing.
We're online, listening to the hottest internet station.
John Do Radio.
Luvbug Starski, the iconic hip-hop pioneer who's one of the two people credited with coining the phrase hip-hop, unexpectedly passed away on Thursday, February 8th in Las Vegas. He was 57.
You're the guy that coined the phrase hip-hop.
Ball, do you hip hop, the hip hop, the hop, here it is, then you rock the hip, then you rock the hop, and then you make sure you make your body rock. Yeah, that's where it came from.
Starski, born Kevin Smith in 1960, was one of hip-hop's earliest MCs. He was often mentioned in the same breath as the likes of DJ Kool and Grandmaster Flash, though he never quite got the same recognition. Those who aren't so well-versed of hip-hop's more formative years will recognize Starski's name from the Notorious B.I.G.'s 1994 single, Juicy, where he shouted out the iconic hip-hop star. Let's check it out.
Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Luvbug Starski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good.
In a statement to Hip Hop DX, Chuck D, a longtime friend of Starski, revealed he passed away after suffering a heart attack. Luvbug Starski was a DJ, MC, and innovator. The Public Enemy frontman told Hip Hop DX, a pioneer who excelled before and after the recording line of 79, the year when rap records began. He was the first double trouble threat in hip hop and rap music. He DJ'd for the great MCs and MC'd with the great DJs. Besides Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Luvbug Starski was one of the few that took his legendary street record status into the recording world. After news of Starski's death began to circulate online, a number of hip-hop stars took to social media to pay tribute and show their respects to one of hip-hop's earliest trailblazers. We lost one of our greatest pioneers of hip-hop, Luvbug Starski, DJ Premier tweeted. He's also known as one of the people who came up with the name hip-hop. Aside from another legend, Keith Cowboy of the Furious Five, salute to all the pioneers and condolences to his family. #hip-hop. LL Cool J wrote on Twitter, when I met you, I looked up to you and you didn't disappoint me. You were as cool as I hoped you would be. Rest in power, Luvbug. I salute you and respect you, OG. You paved the way. Elsewhere, Just Blaze tweeted, damn, R.I.P. Luvbug Starski. From everyone at Hip Hop DX, we'd like to extend our deepest condolences to Starski's family, friends, and fans.
How you been? It's Starski, and I'm back again with a true story to tell you all. And if you listen to me, you're gonna have a ball. First you dive with the dip with the dive. Clean out your ears and you open your eyes. Cause I'm the L-O-V-E-B-U-G, rockin' in the rhythm and the harmony. See, I'm snug to the bug, I like to be hugged, and that's why the ladies call me the love bug. On and on at the fever to the break of dawn. Yeah, shit, y'all, I keep going strong at the fever. Alright, where it belongs. Put your hand on your hip, let your back won't slip. The metal on the pedal, the heat and the beat. Cause the people in the back get not the whack. The people in the front, let's do the bum. The people on the side, hey, take a ride. The people in the middle, let me see you wiggle. All together now, all the time, y'all. You just look in the sky, look in the trees. Who do you see? Starski. Who do you dang, diggy, 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 dang, hey. Hip hop, she walk the ball is the Luvbug, and I'm guaranteed to rock. So you paid your money as a donation to hear the best sounds in the field. A creation, yes, y'all. A young lady, don't you act crazy. Homeboys, you know you got to make some noise. Say, hey, money, money, hey, money, money, money. Hey, money, money, hey, money, come on money, now. Money. Hey, money, money, hey, money, money, money. Hey, somebody scream. A little hip hop, the hop, the hop, hibbity, and you rock the hip, and then you rock the hop, and you make sure you make your body rock. A little hip hop, the hibbity, hip hop, little hip hop, the hop. You don't mess with the ball, dang, digga, ball, dang, and you need a ball. She rock the ball, 'cause I'm guaranteed to make your body rock at the fever. We give you no breather at the fever. We make you wanna be on.
What up, people? What up, people? This is your brother, man, Dan Silk. Back again on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. With my man, Kool. Kool, you on the line?
Yes, sir. C-U-R-R-R. Yes, sir. No doubt, baby boy. Kool and Van Silk. Winner of his hip-hop life and lifestyle. What's up, son?
I'm okay, man. It's just like another one of these shows we have to do.
Yes.
A tribute.
Yes.
Tonight's going to be a special night for all of us that I can reach, get on the phone, and remembering our brother Luvbug Starski and the Smith. 5 days ago, I got a call stating that my boy died. And I'm like, who? Well, only for the person to tell me the name, because at that point, man, it could have been who?
Could have been anybody, right.
Mm-hmm. Said Luvbug. I'm like, what? And I picked my phone up and I called Carol because I wasn't on the internet. I was at the park with my grandkids and I had my friend.
Right.
And I called Carol. I said, Carol, did you hear that Luvbug died? She's like, nah, man. So I'm calling Paulette Cunningham. I'm trying to call Curtis Blow, get no answer. I go on Facebook and I see Sleep in Peace, Rest in Peace, Luvbug Starski. For those who don't know who Luvbug Starski is, then you know nothing about hip hop. Let's just put it that way.
Exactly.
That's what means a lot to me, because when I was trying to get down as a promoter, he put me and my other brother that's gone, Aaron O'Brien, Kool, DJ AJ. We all grew up within a 5 blocks radius. If you lived in the South Bronx, it was easy to walk to the park in 76 and see Luvbug out there at the basketball court playing the music. It was easy to get to know what was going down, you know. And I tell everybody, if Luvbug ain't never cursed you out, then he didn't know you. And I take that as a compliment to everybody. We all have our different experiences,
right?
Experiences and times with Kevin. We all experience a lot with Kevin. We all got great stories. We know that he was just who he was, a very adamant person. He always felt that whenever people were doing documentaries that he wasn't involved. But I think we always could say that he was a cross between flipping of the disco era to when it became hip hop. But I'd like to start this show off tonight with a very special guest, because Luvbug, from being in the park, interact with our guest tonight, with our legendary guest tonight.
Yes,
and a lot of people don't have an understanding of a family tree in hip hop.
Yes,
just an example.
Write that down.
Luvbug Starski lived in Forest Projects in the Bronx. Across the street, 2 blocks up with 23 Park. That's where a young Melly Mel cowboy was playing at. If you walk a block over out of Forest Projects, you was over there on Boston Road at 63 Park where the L Brothers were. If you walk 4 blocks down from Luvbug to you was in my project. If you walk 4 more blocks, you was with AJ. If you walk another 7 blocks, you in Patterson and Mount Haven. But our guest tonight, Family Tree, and I'm going to explain this to everybody because it's going to be important. They don't get the acknowledgement. It started with a guy named Mean Gene Cordio and young Theodore. We call him Theo, but Theodore. Called the L Brothers. In the Family Tree of the L Brothers come another DJ, Grandmaster Flash. In that tree, Luvbug Starski. In that tree, Donna Rock and Whip Salt and Pepper. The original Salt and Pepper. In that tree came part of the Fantastic Five and part of Cold Crush. In that tree also came part of the Mercedes Lady. I think I got it right. I think I got the tree of how it just broke down and dispersed out of how important that the L Brothers were because they gave their own parties. Because I got asked many people, how many of y'all played in the Hunt Point Palace? Let's just get that one right. And not too many people played in the Hunt Point Palace. Now, our guest tonight, the innovator, turntable wizard. He's not a grand master, he's a grand wizard. I like to welcome our guest because he has a very, very good story to tell of how he was young with our brother, Luvbug Starski. I just like to welcome our guest, the Grand Wizard Theodore, on our show tonight. What's up, Theodore?
Peace, man. Just glad to see another day, man. How's everybody doing, man?
I'm okay, man.
Welcome to our show, Theodore. Glad to have you on board, baby boy. You know how we do. Glad to have you on board.
Yeah, it's Black History Month, and it's also, sad times for hip hop, man. The times is changing, man, and it's just overwhelming, man. We losing too many brothers, man, too fast, man. This is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yes, we can't question the man upstairs. I guess God needed another DJ MC, and he's just taking us one by one, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't question him, man, and we just have to build a stronger bond between all of us, man, and trying to be a little bit closer, man, and stop worrying about what the next man is doing. We got to come together, man, and stop with this jealousy and animosity and being crabs in a barrel and all this stuff, man. We got to come together, man, and be as one, man, because this is it for us, man. We got to come together and do something, man,
Yes, sir. Well, what I wanted to ask you is, the first time you met Starski, tell the people, what was this wasn't even flyers yet. Could you tell the people how far back and how old you were when all this back then? We're giving you a platform.
When I first met Luvbug Starski, I met Luvbug Starski through Flash and my brother Mean Gene. I was probably like about 10 and a half, 11 years old, something like that. Because when Flash and my brother Mean Gene was together, I helped them carry the equipment. I went to Downstairs Records and played pinball machine and 145s for them and stuff like that. I was a B-boy. I was still going to school in 23, school 23 and stuff like that. And I remember the first time I met Luvbug Starski, he was doing a block party in Forest Project. He was a one-man show. He was out there with his two speakers, his turntable, he was DJing and he was MCing. He didn't have no bodyguards around him. He didn't have nobody helping him carry his equipment. It was just him and his equipment. There was nobody behind the ropes but him. He was a one-man show. And that's the first time I ever seen someone DJ and MC at the same time. And I was like, look at this dude. He's like DJing. He got the microphone in front of him. He's DJing and he's MCing at the same time. I was like, this guy's a one-man show. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and he the lightest DJ I ever seen. I was like, yo, this guy is like really off the hook, man. And that was the first time I ever seen Luvbug, man. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, man, I was like, yo, this brother DJ MC, man, he's gonna he's definitely got his own style, man. I admire him because he had his own style, DJ and MC. You know, so that's one of my first times that I met him and stuff like that. You know, and as time went by, you know, I got to talk with him and you know, see what kind of personality he had and stuff like that. And you know, he didn't take no ish from nobody. You know, he did what he had to do, and he didn't let nobody stop him from doing what he needed to do. And that's what I loved about him, man. He was a one-man show.
Hey, Cal, and while we got you on the phone, Cal, what was your experience when you first met Luvbug?
Okay, well, and this is way before flyers. I had went with a bunch of cats from uptown, the Bronx, where I'm from, to Burger King Disco on Prospect because we heard about it. We get on the number 2 train and we go downtown to Prospect Avenue to this Burger King. Now, when you got to this Burger King, all the tables were pulled out. The way they put them joints at, I have no idea, but there were no tables. So the way you sat at was empty. But on the counter, the cash registers were gone. There were 2 turntables and a microphone, and this dude was DJing. It was Luvbug Starski. And he was just blowing cats away. And, you know, in my history, in my biography, and all the interviews I do, I talk about that night because he blew me away. Now, I have experience with Hollywood, because Hollywood actually let me get on the mic at 371, and that's my first experience rocking the mic. And Hollywood was like, you know, he was my mentor. But the first person I ever heard do that, DJ MC, tell the crowd what to do. He was running rhymes. He was saying stuff and playing the hot records with Starski. So I never forgot that. So fast forward. One day, about a month later, I was a graffiti writer. So me and my man were writing on the trains, and one of the cans I had, the spray paint, had exploded on me because it was wintertime. It had exploded on me and got paint all over my brand new leather jacket my mom bought me. And I couldn't go home with that stuff all over my jacket. So the dude I was with said, come to my house and we'll clean it off. So I go to his house on East 216th Street in the Bronx. So we go to his house, we walk through the garage. And when I walk through the garage, it's like a little disco. There's a makeshift DJ booth. There's 2 turntables, a mic. There's a little disco ball on the ceiling. And I'm like, yo, what is this? He goes, well, the dude's mom who rents downstairs, her son is a DJ. I'm like, wow, okay, this is hot. So we looking around. So 5 seconds later, a guy opens the garage door, and who walks through the door? It's Starski. So he goes, yo, what are y'all doing in here? And he's flipping, like, what are y'all breaking in here? So the guy whose mom owns the house, his name is Kevin, he goes, yo, Starski, it's me, stop it. So if you knew Starski like Theodore and Van Stoke, and I know Starski was a very adamant person, very headstrong. He goes, yo, what are y'all doing in here? So long story short, my man introduces me to him, and he says that I just saw him at Burger King, and he blew my mind. He made me decide, because I had already been writing rhymes, because I used to go to high school music. Me and Curtis went to high school, and we were already saying rhymes. We just hadn't done them yet. But when I saw Starski play at Burger King, that was my next move. And pretty shortly after I started like DJing and MCing. But anyway, so I was amazed to actually physically meet him. So I immediately recognized him. I said, yo, Kevin, because I know his name is Kevin. I said, Kevin, my name is Kyle. I was even cool. Well, I was Cool Kyle in high school, but cats didn't know me as Cool. My name's Kyle. I'm all nerdy, and I'm all impressed. And I think he goes, first of all, let me tell you something, dude. My mother doesn't even call me Kevin. You can't call me Kevin. My name is Starski. He shook my head, looked at me like I was crazy. We were 16 years old then. This is before flyers. This before hip hop became hip hop. He had just started DJing. I think he had just reached out to DJ Jones, but he was already doing stuff. So I'm like, wow. But he basically kissed me. But that's my first experience in his mom's house in the Bronx. Now his mom had a beauty parlor not too far from there, which I found out later on, and we became close. And later on, he told everybody that this is the only guy that didn't call me Kevin. At my birthday party at Bishop Perry Hall, mad years later, about 2015, a couple of years ago, I had a birthday party and we hired him to play. And he told everybody, and he remembered that story, which blew my mind. But that's when I first met Starski, because he's the first cat I ever saw DJ, MC at the same time, and he was saying the rhymes that I knew were coming up in the street. Because I went to 23 Park. I heard Cowboy Keith, and then Mel got down, and I heard Keith and Mel get down, and then I'm like, yo, this is changing. It wasn't just, it was disco, but you know what? It was a street side to it. See, cats don't understand. Disco was a separate entity. Hollywood Chiva, they were already doing that part. But the young cats was getting involved. And they weren't trying to be involved with that side of it. They had a street side that they felt. And because I met Flash, and me and Flash became mad cool, I was like, because of Starski, I decided to play both sides of the fence. And now, besides Starski and Cowboy, I'm like one of them dudes that put that stuff together. But if it wasn't for Starski and me meeting him at that time, and this is around 76, going early 77, it was really 76, because I was still in high school, my career would have been different. But he really blew my mind. Just the way he captivated people, how he was jumping over the counter, and they were like, yo! And I was like one of them. I paid that little $2 to get in there, and I couldn't believe what I heard and saw. That's my experience with Stars.
Wow, bro. Hey, listen, like I said, we all have a lot of experience with this brother. Like, when I used to come up to his park, and, we start to get to know each other, he's going to give me $1 to go to the corner store. Like, wait a second. Hold on, homie. I should be selling you to the store. Yo, can you go get your some potato chips? And AJ looked at me, go ahead, Starski, go ahead. I'm like, yo, I'm a gopher. I mean, I'm proud to be AJ's flyer guy. I used to hand out flyers for AJ for 2 years until I got tired of it. Like, I'm doing my own parties, man. And then if that didn't work out, me and Mike and Dave started doing parties together. But, man, that's a great brother. And it's just like, it hit me hard, And I did go to his mother, and thank you for Curtis Blow, really being a part and helping the family, lift his body back to New York. And, y'all want to keep on talking. Let me see who else I can get on the phone. And if you got to go, Bill, we understand.
Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta finish up my class there. Scratch Academy.
Okay. Well, Cal, you and Mike keep talking, and then let me see who else I can get on the phone, okay? Hey, Mike, you there? Theo, thank you so much.
Peace, man. All right, peace.
Hey, Mike, are you there? Mike.
Yeah, I'm here, son. I'm here, definitely here.
Well, just keep talking about Starski, another thing. I'll be right back.
Got you. Well, this is a tribute show from Van Soak and Kool, one of his hip-hop life and lifestyle. Luvbug Starski was very close to Van Soak, and I've had mad experiences over the years with Starski, starting out in the 70s. This is how far back all of us go. And for our audience, listen, we're not babies anymore. We're all grown men, and we're all well into our 50s. But a lot of us have fond memories of how this whole thing started. See, these kids don't realize that this was not a given. Nobody wrote a plan for us and said, well, this is what you need to do, A, B, C, and D. You'll make a record, you'll get signed, and then you'll go around the world and get paid. None of this was predestined for us. There were cats.
Cal,
Yes.
Cal, you're 100% right, my brother. You're 100% right. But meanwhile, while you were giving that blessings to everybody, I have another special guest on the line tonight in remembrance to the great Luvbug Starski, a.k.a. Kevin Smith. I'd like to welcome to our show, when it was Hip Hop Life and Lifestyle, tonight's tribute to our brother. I got our man on the phone, DJ Kev Rockwell. What up, Kev?
What up, Silk? Peace and blessings to everybody. To my brother Kool. You understand? It's a sad time for us right now.
What up, Rocky? What up, Rocky? Glad you're here. Yeah.
You, baby. We lost one of a true pioneer in hip-hop, a real legend, at a very young age. Very sentimental to me because he was born the same year I was born, 1960. His first name is Kevin, just like my name, Kevin. You understand what I'm saying? He was a very good brother to me, you know what I'm saying? Every time Theodore and I were around somewhere, he would give me most respect and love. And the last time I played with him, we was on 161st Street at the Dugout. And it was an all-white affair, man. And like always, he just tore it down and did what he did. But then he moved out to Vegas and whatnot, and I haven't seen him. Wasn't in contact with him as much as we used to. We were rolling with each other back in the Bronx. But a very beautiful brother, man. Still Kool to your listeners. I have a tribute that I'm going to send it to my man Van Silk. Hopefully you'll get a chance to let you hear it. That I put together. Actually, today I put it together. So I'll get that out to my brother Van Silk, man. But
thank you, Rock. Thank you very much, baby boy. Thank you, because I know how well you do those things. And it's a pleasure.
Hey, brothers. Once you talking, somebody else is calling you. Don't keep talking, okay?
Yes, we will.
Yes, sir.
Like I was saying, Rockwell, thank you very much for taking your time, effort, and skills to put a tribute for Starski together, because if anybody could do it, I've heard what you did for me, and I'm alive and well. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I've been standing right in front of you and heard you put my records together, and I'm like, wow, how does this cat even think of this? So I'm looking forward to hearing what you put together. No, that's from my heart, son. Because Kool don't play. My hashtag for 2000
no doubt.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, Kool is the man.
I'm not playing.
Tell him that we got, you know what I'm saying, Grandma's kiddo's birthday party.
Yo, I just spoke. No, listen. The guest before you was Theodore, and before we brought,
nice.
Yes, Theodore was our first guest, and before we brought him on the air, me and Theodore were talking, and I mentioned our party, and he's Cal. I already know. I'm looking forward to it, and me and you got to talk about that. There's something I want to ask you about that, so I'm going to call you personally. But yo, listen, you know what we do. You know what we do.
Man, I love you, family. You my brother, man. You always take care of me. You keep me on top of the world, man. And I respect that and love that from you, man. That's from the heart.
As far as our history goes, listen, man. Like, I put a post on Facebook recently about, we're all on God's time clock. And you could be an atheist and not even believe in God, but check this out. And I believe this. I believe, thank you. And I believe this wholeheartedly. None of us control the day that we don't wake up. So,
fellas, let me hold you up and not interrupt so we can add our other guests on that I just got in contact with, because we all have memories with our brother, Luvbug Starski. This is John D. Network, DJ Mike Styles in New York, Kool in Long Island, Van Silkers in Florida. We got DJ Kev Rockwell on the line. I'd like to introduce our guests, also who had time with Luvbug Starski, not from back then in the days as well, but up until recently as far as working on some music. I'd like to welcome our lady, young lady and young sister, Angie Stone. What up, Angie?
Wow.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey,
what are you doing? What's up, young lady?
You know how it goes. Yeah, I'm right along with y'all. You know, I'm in shock. I'm really messed up because it ain't too many times somebody can reach out to you that you met way back in 79, 80, and they get your phone number, they call you up, and they pick up right where they left off. And I mean, that's real to me. You know, Luvbug Starski was one of the coolest cats I knew. Matter of fact, when I first started going to the fever, he was trying to make me his girlfriend. Trying to make me his girlfriend. He was in love with Angie B.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so, it was a special friendship. And I know he personally, y'all know him back in the day, he coined the phrase, and you know that. And when Sugar Hill Gang actually recorded, and you know that, initially he was a little surprised, like, wait a minute, that's my stuff. And it was just crazy because he he knew it was his, and there was no way he could really, go in hard that it's mine, but we all recognized him for coining the phrase, and you know that, and, that was real special. And so to go down in history as something that, will stick out long, long after we're all gone. So he did recently call me, sent me about 6 joints that he had been working on, that he was very, very excited about. And I tell you, when I heard the news, I actually went back, opened up the email, and listened to some of the songs. And he was really in a place where he thought these were going to be great. He just felt like, Ange, look, I want you to check it out. See if it's something you can rock with. And I told him I just finished my album. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have been able to get it on that particular album, but, he kept it coming, and he was really on to it. So I was really, really surprised to hear that he was gone.
Wow, crazy. That's really interesting to find out. Angie, hold on a second, Carl. Angie, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, and we got Kevin Turnbuckle. I think we have another guest. Is this Tyrone Williams? Yes, it is. Hey, Tyrone. We have Angie Stone on the phone, Kool Van Circle, DJ Kevin K. Rockwell. We just all remembering Luvbug Starski, our liking times with him. And Angie was just finishing up today. You can go next, my brother. Absolutely. Thank you. Yo, Ty, what up, baby boy? Okay.
Hey. I don't want to hog the mic, that's just...
No, Angie, no. Rockwell was on, but, I just want to say one thing, being the host, that I really, really appreciate your, number one, calling and saluting Starski. I already know Rockwell's history, but I didn't know that you and Starski had a history. I remember your days in the fever at, hanging out with Sequence, because we have a personal history. Kool Sequence, your girl Brenda, Blondie's friend.
Okay.
That was my special friend. If you know what I'm talking about, I don't even go there.
Oh, absolutely.
So Angie, we go back to like day .01, okay?
But yeah, we and I go way, way back. And Kyle knows, we spent a lot of time in the fever. And Starski, that was his home. And it's, ironic that we all are crossing paths again. And unfortunately, in this way, I'm still kind of trying to process this, because he was just such a jovial spirit. You just never saw this coming. Somebody so young and so full of energy, and somebody still, in it for all the right reasons. And that's why I rock with y'all, because a lot of people, get stuck in a space, in a time that can't move forward. But he was actually reaching out and moving forward. And I was very, very happy to kick it with him. And I think people think that, she's up here, she can't be reached. But anybody that knows me, I'm probably one of the most down-to-earth people you're going to meet. So you can always...
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
That's just how I get down. I always have.
Even in relations with Mr. Rodney Stone, because I know all about that. You've always been accessible, and I got to give you mad props for that. And the fact that that Starski could still keep in contact with you to this very day says a lot about you personally. And I'd like to, make a mention of that on our show. And the fact that he reached out and he was doing something new, that's mad hot. Okay, so.
And we still got Kev on the phone, but I like it right now because I remember the last time Angie and Tyrone Fly Ty talked. And Ty, we got Angie on the phone. Your memory of Luvbug Starski, we want to hear it, brother, because I know with the Juice Crew and all that, man.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, first we talk about Angie, very, really quick. I remember, this was in maybe the late 80s, early 90s, there was a distributor in Philadelphia called Universal. And I had a new group, TCF group. And I was there and I saw Angie. She had a group called Vertical Hole. I don't know if she wrote for them, produced them, or what. But
I was a part of the group and I was a writer for the group.
All right. So I want to say that at that time we wanted, I want to say a different path but an additional path. Okay, in terms of
I love that.
Okay. And then the next thing I know, Angie Stone.
Well, what I did was I kept reinventing myself, and I think I learned how to do that because once I signed with Arista Records and Clive Davis, they never wanted to date me, so I never wanted to get stuck in a situation where people just always say, oh, you remember she was with that group, and oh, you remember she was with that group. So every time I evolved as an individual and life started to grow for me as an individual, I would evolve. And what I did was, okay, when I finished with two groups, it was time to do the solo move, and that was how I remained relevant, just changing like a chameleon.
Exactly, and I admired that. I more than admired. I pretty much enjoyed it because I'm watching you, and I know, but I'm not telling anybody. That's a secret. But to my fat magic, Mr. Magic, we knew. All right, and we knew enough to know not to mention.
Right, and I'm glad you said that, Ray, because a lot of people felt like, okay, well, why did she do more for the sequence? The one thing that I want to say about that, my group was always be my crew, but one of the things that happened was when it was time for us to renew our contract with Sugar Hill, I decided to leave. Wasn't with a couple situation, and the other girls decided to stay. So it really wasn't, I didn't want to do anything for my group. It was just kind of, we were stuck in two different worlds, and there really wasn't a whole lot I could do. But at that point, when I walked out, I had to. Now, if I want you to leave, you can't come back. You got to make it happen for yourself. And I just started grinding. And I put about 25 years into that grind and ended up on, as Angie Stone. And thanks to Lil Rodney Hughes gave me the name Stone, I was able to change. It never meant leaving or forgetting our group and then growing. And everybody in the company had the same opportunity. And, it was up to you how you were going to ride, if you were going to win or you were going to stay. And a lot of people that stayed are still there.
Right. And sometimes, even with me, let me tell you, it's so funny, when I was at WBLS, I was a newscaster, a sportscaster, and my dream at that time was to be a journalist, like a war but I was able to adapt and see what was happening. All right. And of course, being with Magic, that put me in a whole different world. Not that I didn't, I grew up with hip hop, because in the 70s, that's what we did. All right. But hip hop was kind of like the party. It wasn't the job at the time. All right. But, you went to the hip hop party, but you went to work on Monday, you went to school, however it was. And then it just it evolved. All right. That was just mentioning Starski. Starski was the first and only DJ I ever paid to see.
Because if you hear some of the music he gave me, you'll be blown away. And another day, I'm going to see if it's okay to release some of that to you, Van, so that you can go through it and see if you can contact the other writers, so you can say this is what he was working on before he left. And he had really evolved. It didn't mean that he turned his back on hip hop. It really means he started to grow up. And when you grow up, change is bound to happen.
Mm-hmm. And when I first heard of Starski, maybe that was my senior year in high school, you know. And he was different than a regular DJ. DJs at that time, some from Brooklyn, where they played, and some MC was on. But when I saw Starski, he was like James Brown. He was a total different talent. And I was like, wow, Jack.
He was the only one that could MC and DJ at a maximum level. That's why.
At a maximum level.
When I was at the DJ, like Theodore and Flash, and then you had your MCs out there. But he was the only one that could do both.
Both. At a maximum level.
Maximum level. Fact.
Now,
Blackwell talking word.
When I went to Howard University in '75, all right, we started a club called Club New York because New Yorkers were not, at that time, into fraternities and sororities. So we started our own thing. And our attitude was to bring New York to D.C. Because the DJ club, the DJ would, at a club, would play a record, it end, and then he would say something. And that's how it was. There was no mixing. So just what happened at Starski's cousin was in Club New York. His name was Roger. And we brought Starski down to D.C. And nobody ever seen anything like that, you know. And the next thing, which was getting too deep, Magic and I knew him from junior high school. But I was producing HBI with John Lip from Houdini. Mm-hmm. And then by the time BLF comes around, I went to get an FCC license. Now, you know, Magic had kind of taken over the city, and we both got high at the same time. Now, Magic used to have a lot of parties after he got the air, and he could never be there till after midnight. All right? And always he would say, get Starski to the MC before I get there. Get Starski. All right? And we would hire Starski because Starski was a hell of a host. All right, he could run the show, and he would do things in between the artists that would entertain. You know, one of our mantras was we never had a fight in our party because we kept everybody entertained all the time. And Starski could do that. You know, now towards the latter days, like a lot of old school cats, he was a little upset. I can get that. I understood that. They were passing him by, and like a lot of us, you know. And I said to him, listen, it's like Dr. J. Dr. J didn't make as much money as a lot of guys on the bench today. All right. So when we were fighting for hip hop, and that's what we were doing. It was just us. We were fighting for the future. We were fighting for Puffy and Jay-Z, and even these people you call mumble rappers. We were fighting for them. All right, and we succeeded. That's my act. We succeeded. You know, Starski is the reason for a Kid Capri. Starski is the reason for the next DJ. As a matter of fact, the whole DJ scene nowadays is Starski. Khalid, everybody. Now they don't perform like him, but they're on the mic like him. So Starski was like an innovator without us even knowing he was an innovator. He was just a talented kid. Because once again, remember that we were all kids. Just remember that. Right? We were kids. Our kids are 20 years old. We was kids. You know, and we made something along with Starski, Magic, Kyle, Van Silk, Andrew Stone, Rockwell. We created something that stood the test of time more than any other kind of music there ever was. So I think we can be proud of that. We can be proud of Starski. We can be proud of him. You know,
that's right. No, but it's real. No, that's real. Because he is a legend amongst legends because right now, just like you just said, all these young MCs and DJs, the ones that DJ and MC, like DJ LAS and Danny B, you can make some of the features out there, they all do it similar to my brother Starski. Nobody would be him, but they imitated but not duplicated. Exactly. Imitated, but never ever will ever be duplicated. No doubt. Word. Right.
Oh, I mean, it's just, and like Angie said earlier, for him to be gone, it was a shock to me. When I heard it, someone called me and asked me, I said, Starski ain't there. I just talked to him a little while ago. And I called out to Las Vegas, and people I talked to, they didn't know, but they called around until they found out. But it was just such a, it's a shock. The next major shock before that, for me, was Mr. Magic. Because I just talked to him that night. We were just going to re-sign with BLS, so that was a shock. But this was just one of those sit down and what? I couldn't move because forget about what he meant to hip hop, just what he meant as a brother. You know what I mean? When we talk like that, this was family. This ain't somebody I heard of. This was family. This was somebody I brought bread with, I hung out with. The fever was our spot. Right, Kyle?
Yes, sir. All day. When I say all day, I mean all day, all night to the next day. That's what we did. To the next day.
That's what we were. In fact, I have a picture of somebody they would see with Gold Records. I know Angie Stone, the sequence is there. Flash is there.
I remember that picture. Yes, sir.
Style is up there. Magic is there. That, and you could see in that Cowboy was still alive. These are the pictures. Yeah, and you could see in that picture the love and respect everybody in that picture had for one another. It was like the fever and even Sugar Hill. Whatever we want to say about whatever. All right, it legitimized what we were doing. Okay, what we were doing.
When y'all talk, I'm sorry to cut you off. It just made me laugh about something. When y'all talk about disco season, and this is not to teeter off on the subject, but it's so cute. Sal is up in age right about now, right?
Right.
Well,
I was up in age.
He's our age, Angie. He's our age. But
Sal is older than us.
Not that much, Tyrone. He's not older than you by that much.
Sal is 65. I spoke to him the other day.
Yeah, 65.
He's 65.
Yeah, he's 65.
Listen, y'all. I'm talking about Sal.
Yes,
okay, I'm going to say this on the air. I'm 59. I just turned 59.
Wait a minute. Sal cannot be 55.
Sal is he's probably older than 55. I'm 59.
No. He's 61. Angie, he's 6'5". 6'5", not 5'5".
I was getting ready to say. That was really older than Sal. I know I'm not older than Sal. But it's so funny because the Secrets just did y'all know we did the Rolling Stone article, right? And we took one of the pictures that we had that we took at the fever that we paid for, because you pay for all these pictures. Yeah. And we started getting calls from Sal and the whole Detroit. You like, hey, isn't that my picture? Don't I own that picture? I said, what? I paid for this picture. I paid for this picture. I own this picture because I bought it. But it was just so funny because I'm like, who identifies with their pictures? And I just think people had such a renowned position on the whole growth of hip hop and how it evolved, and just being the hangout spot. Yeah, anything associated with it, I think he would say he would make claims to it. So I say that because Luvbug Starski spent a lot of time in disco fever. So I'm wondering and thinking and praying that if and when Sal will show up, be there, and just recognize this phenomenal brother in a way that nobody else can do it, because he's basically one of the ones that put that place on the map.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That Kyle might know and Van Silk might know. Auntie, this might be a secret for you. Luvbug Starski was the first person to take me to the ice room. And everybody was the ice room. Wow. Was the first person to take me to the ice room. Yes, he did. He did. To the ice room. That was the ice room meant you were welcome. That meant you was a part.
Well, you already know. I know about this. I know about the ice room, okay?
Okay.
You know, but I'll tell you something. The one thing that us as kids we never really paid attention to that I learned in the game is the first thing you do once to spot that tight is find the second exit door. Because a lot of people, if you only got one way out, that's where trouble comes. And the fever, had that one stairwell and ice room and whatever else you want to call it. But the reality of it is, we got trapped in there one night with a big stampede, and everybody was like sardines trying to get down the stairs. And I was like, it was quite a few nights. Like, how many of y'all remember when New Edition came up in there saying
that's what somebody got shot.
I remember.
Man, we were there that night. They were showing the age. And that's why we all were.
As far as sequence was concerned, and listen, I had free access to that microphone anytime I wanted to. My name was on that wall. When it came down to you three girls, and I'm going to tell you this is just from the bottom of my heart, nothing could have ever happened to y'all because there was another way out of there. And trust and believe me, Kyle knows. I would have personally grabbed you, Blondie, and Cheryl and dragged your little down south behinds out of there and took you to the other side, which is all the way in the back to that other door we don't even know about.
Clear across the dance floor.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you about that night, folks. What happened with me. May James was the music director at BLS. Her daughter, Crystal, was 16 years old. She wanted to go to Fever. Well, her mother was totally against it. Of course, she should have. Like she should have been tied. No, you ain't going to know goddamn Fever. Al and Magic gave her, we're going to look out for her, don't worry about a thing. Well, when the shooting took place, the blood went all over her.
Oh, my God.
And like you said, it was a stampede. And it wasn't one of those things you could say, don't tell your mother. She called her mother crying. That night, because at that time, Magic was the only hip-hop show on. That night, almost got hip-hop taken off of the radio. Because May James was furious. Frankie Crocker saved us. All right. Because he was her boss. But her baby got blood all over her dress. And just the fact it was gunplay. It was, and the Fever was not that, in my opinion. Fever wasn't a shooting club. Just that night happened, Because I always felt safe in the Fever. Mandingo and Norman made me feel safe. Of course. Yeah. It was, and the Fever itself, of course, the Sal, he treated everybody like family. He also
sure did.
If you ever had a record, even if you were cold, if you had a record and went to the Fever, you got in. They treated you like a star. It wasn't like later on in the 90s and New Millennium. If you was old artist, you was not trying to get in. Standing around hoping somebody recognized you. But the Fever, if you were anybody that was associated with hip hop, you got in. And you might have got a bottle of Moet. All right? Sal treated people nice. He made it welcome. And I really, my days at the Fever are good memories. Good memories, you know. And of course, Starchild. Well, at
the time, we were all playing on level playing field. Nobody was trying to be bigger or better than nobody. It only became confrontational as time went on and people started to fall off, and then people started vying for position. It was like crabs in a barrel. And we did this, and in the beginning it was all fun and games, and we were all having fun. And then it got serious. I found myself getting so immersed in that foolishness that I had to remember, like, look, why are you scrapping and going bananas over this? You way over here doing you. Leave that alone. And I just had to leave it alone.
Right. Angie, let me tell you this again. I remember, because me and Disco B were DJing that night, Starski, and this is a tribute to Starski just got off, and he said, B, you ready? So B got on, and because of my history with Disco B and Flash, B got on, and so I'm rocking the mic for Disco B, and y'all walked in there with Sylvia. And I'm looking at y'all like, and y'all look like y'all came from down south. Y'all fly. Y'all fly is all get out, but you could tell y'all from New York. Because Kyle knows that type of thing. So I'm looking at these girls, and I already funked you up. I already knew about the record. I used your record in my shows. Let me see y'all take the lighters up. I'm going to funk you right on up. I'm going to funk you. Put your lighters out. What? I rocked your record on my live shows. Y'all wouldn't even know what I used to do with y'all on film record. But anyway, I can say this to you. Angie, Cheryl, and Blondie was special. Regardless of my relationship with your girl, Brenda, I'll say Brenda, but y'all were special. And nothing.
Angie, I have a question for you, too. Angie, what brought you to New York?
Well, when we, Sylvia Robinson, brought the very first, I think the second show that Sugar Hill had was down in South Carolina. And the sequence was already formed in South Carolina, doing little, what we used to call hops. And we were going to get backstage no matter what it took. And we got backstage because Harold, Lily, the guy, Harold Miles, fell in love with me as a young lady and got us backstage. And we went backstage, and Sylvia Robinson happened to be there because it was the second show that Sylvia was getting it done, and she had to get out there with them because they didn't know the ropes. And we actually went backstage and said we wanted to sing for her because we had, the stuff that we were working on, and we wanted to prove her that we could do this too. And we played Funky Rock. And she said, I'm going to make you girl stars, and that changed the game for us. It took us from the south straight up to the north. And we didn't have a clue who was out, wasn't competing with nobody, because we was it in South Carolina. We was the it factor. And that's all that mattered. So when we got up there, we met everybody at the same time. We met Flash, we met Sugar Hill, we had heard the Funky 4 plus one more, Treacherous 3, Spoonie G. We had heard all of that stuff, and we was like, okay, we ain't never heard them before, but we wasn't knocking them because they ain't never heard us before either.
Right.
So at that point, Sylvia went and she put us in the studio because she knew we were special. And we cut that record, and I think when it came out, no one was prepared for it because it's like, what is that? And people don't realize anything different is going to pull apart from that. And if you think about Arrested Development, if you think about all the groups that really pulled out and went out front, they never sounded like anybody else. Right. And the sequence had Funky Up. Our whole thing was we were cheerleaders, so we would always, I was writing cheers and winning contests of all kinds in South Carolina. So, Cheryl, myself, and Bonnie, we were winning everything down there. And by the time we got discovered by Miss Robinson, that's when we heard about everybody else. But we didn't think we came first, second, or third. We just know we came from down south. We had our thing going in, everything going in. We just put that record out there, was zoomed over everything, and we had nothing to do with that.
Right.
It's hard to be in the right place at the right time. But I honestly say that it was not for Miss Sylvia Robinson. You probably never would have made it that far in the south. Up north, because she was smart enough. Her brain was brilliant enough to process. Okay, this will win because it don't sound like norm.
People, I gotta say something, and I enjoyed your show. To our brother Luvbug Starski, and I like to say Kool Cali still on, and Angie,
yes,
and
sir.
Tyrone.
Yes, sir.
And Kevin Kev. Yes, sir. Well, since y'all like to talk about people, I like to introduce our brother Sal Abatello. He's on the line as well.
Wow. Oh my God!
Well, Sally, boy.
Oh, wow.
OMG!
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys?
Sal?
Hey, Sal.
What's up? Who's that?
Well, you got
oh my God, it sounds the same.
Rockwell, Van Slow. Yo, listen.
I sound the same. I'm only 100 years old, Angie.
How old are you?
65.
Oh, wow, you still young, dude.
That's right. 65 going on 21. I'm still hanging.
Okay. That is so good to hear your voice.
Yeah,
I got a surprise for you. Hold on a minute.
Who's in the house, Blondie?
How you
know Blondie in the house?
Because I know that voice anywhere.
Well, this is Angie. Blondie and I sound so much alike. A lot of people get us confused. I gotta walk upstairs to her. But it's so good to hear your voice, man. I just was talking about you and somebody called you.
Absolutely.
So that's a good thing.
You know it. What's up, guys? We gotta have a get together. And listen, first of all, we'll hear about Starski, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on? Hey, Rockwell, what's up, buddy?
You make sure I'm on that car, right?
Okay, let's keep this.
Hey, yo, Sal. Yes, Sal.
Anyway, so what's been going on, man? What you've been talking about?
Hey, Sal.
Hold on, yo.
Sal?
Yo, hold on,
yeah.
man. Yo, Sal, thank you for calling our show, Kool, Cal, and Van. So, yo, you are an important part of Starski's career, and I want to thank you for calling our show, man. Yo, Sally, thank you, man.
Well, Starski and me go back to 1977 when he was DJing at, all those catering calls, Savoy Manor, Autobahn, and, he was there with DJ Jones, and when I opened the Fever, and I met Sweet G, I started looking in the streets for this emceeing rap music, and the names that kept coming up was Starski and Flash, Luckily for me, I met Flash, and Starski came in. Flash became the DJ on Tuesday Famous, but Luvbug came in and just tore the Fever up. I've never seen anybody comparable to him emceeing and DJ at the same time. I think he was the best club rocker ever. Hollywood, I love him to death. He's probably an inch under him, but Starski and Hollywood were the two best. But I think Starski really could tear a place up. No entertainment, nothing. He made up so many sayings. What's that word when you bust and lose? Choose. And hip hop and do the bob or the bob. And he had so many great aneurysms while he was DJing along with the music, And he's going to be sorely missed. He's definitely a pioneer. He's definitely one of the great pioneers of this business.
And in his death, I see he's, just getting so much love and props. He would be so shocked and happy to hear how many people love him.
Right. Absolutely.
You're right there. What's up, Savage Blondie?
Blondie, what's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing great.
Good. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Cool Cow.
Yeah, Blondie, I'm here, baby. Welcome to our show, Van Silk and Kool. I'm glad you're here, Blondie.
All right now.
Yo, Blondie, you know how, Blondie, you know me and you, yo. Thank you for calling our show. And Sally, thank you for calling our show, okay?
And Blondie, this is Blondie. We got Van Silk and Kevin Rockwell and Fly Ty Williams on the phone as well. We all talk about Luvbug and remembering him.
And there was a lot to remember about Luvbug. Just like Sal was saying, Andy was saying, I was saying earlier, he was just such a great entertainer, such an innovator, such a, and I mentioned he's the first and only DJ I ever paid to see.
That's right.
All right.
Also, not only was Starski a great live entertainer in a nightclub or in a hall, he also had hit records. He was a recording artist also. Right. He made a lot of records. There's very few people who had records and could rock a club like that. I mean, he was just an amazing talent.
Yeah.
He had that big smile, that big goofy smile, boy. When he was in a good mood, man, that place was crazy.
I just said that. He always had that beautiful smile. He's blonde. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had that great big smile when he was so happy in that DJ booth. That was his peace. That was his heaven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He's missed. He'll be missed. He, like you said, Sal, he would be surprised at all the love he received.
Oh my God.
It's like, I'm surprised. At everybody who showed love for him.
You know what? It's nice that, I saw LL put up a beautiful thing, and I'm so happy, because LL, he used to go to the theater when he was a kid, and I know he used to listen to Starski, and I'm so glad he gave him props. LL giving somebody props is a great thing today, So I'm happy LL did that.
I just wanted to say, you started the show off with something that Chuck D had left online, and you started it off with that and at the fever. And I would just like everybody to give the last remembrance of our brother, because the next 45 minutes, we got all of Starski music that we're going to play. And the last minutes, the last 15 minutes is just on the beat salad.
And Sal, let me just say this to you. I'm very happy that LL Cool J did that, but all of these people are products of people like the greatest pioneers and legends like Starski. It should be nothing for all of them that have made it far beyond the level of success that some have seen. It shouldn't be nothing for any of them to pick up the phone and give props to Luvbug Starski, because he was there before they all. He was there before even us. He was there before them. He was there before so many. And we mustn't forget, everybody's journey is different. So I'm looking for a lot of people to be called and show up and show out. It's for real.
Yeah, Blondie. Thank you, Blondie. Thank you. I really appreciate. You know what?
That's Angie.
That's Angie. I told y'all we sounded like this is Angie.
And Angie, I was blessed to, be there at the forefront of hip hop along with all these young guys and Ty and Flash and Ellie Mel, and we've all grown older now. We all still friends. Curtis Blow, I was the best man at his wedding. Magic, that was Magic was my best friend.
Right.
When Magic got married, he spent the night with me.
Right. You what we call the hip hop gatekeeper, okay? Because before there was a roster, before downtown embraced hip hop, you were the gatekeeper, and that's what I would call you, because everybody has gone through those doors one time or another. So we owe you a lot, and that's real talk. We couldn't wait to get to speak.
And I like to say,
thank you.
Before that time, we were talking about how you kept the doors open. You treated everybody with respect that came through those doors. If somebody made a record or was associated with hip hop, the Fever treated them like a star. It didn't matter whether they were cold or hot or whatever. When they got to the door, they were welcome. They didn't have to get on the end of the line. It was always a welcoming atmosphere, and I appreciate that.
That was 10 years. 10 years of the YMCA in the Bronx, man. We did a lot. We did a lot of good. We built that city park, and we started the Rutgers Basketball League, which is still going on 40 years today with Magic and Greg. We started it at Mount Morris Park, and watching all you guys grow up and become celebrities and superstars is such a great feeling to be part of, being mentoring to a lot of you guys when you were young, And we always did the right thing, so everybody turned out good, man.
And thank you, Cal. Wow. Cal, this is Van Silk. Thank you for letting me come in there in the Disco Fever as an outside promoter, promoting Disco Fever, for a couple of weeks. I appreciate it.
And then I threw your ass out, right?
Yep.
Oh, shit. And the Fever was unbelievable, man. Legendary. 10 years. Imagine 10 years, 7 nights a week. That's 3,500 nights of hip-hop.
You need to do a Fever reunion. You need to recreate the Fever for one night only. And have everybody
that would be hot.
Hey, yo, Sally, this is Kool Cal.
Yeah.
You should really take the time out and talk to some cats, have a little round paper one night when you feel like doing it, have a little bit of dinner, and make that happen, because me and Van Silk are true historians. And what we do basically all day long is talk about how important this stuff is, and we always talk about how important you are. And so we should do that, man. Listen, Kyle is my name is on that wall, and I know how important the Fever meant to hip-hop. And you should really do that one night, Sal, before we all go, because if you realize Starski dropped dead of a massive heart attack, and you're not a baby, I'm not a baby, and all of our peers aren't babies anymore, and anything can happen to us. We should do one night when it's about the Fever reunion, and Sal, make it happen, baby. Call me personally, personally, and yo, Sal, this is Kyle, man. This is Kyle. Do this. Let's make that happen, baby boy, because you can make that happen. Sal.
Sequence was on that wall too.
Yes. Oh, I know we on that wall. We spent a lot of time in there. We didn't part too many places. But the Fever was definitely home for us.
Yeah, well, you guys used to live in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, we live in Atlanta now, but we were from South Carolina. Originally, South Carolina. Right. They call us the country bumpkin, remember? But we came up in there, we was always cute. We was always cute.
Lonzy was high and the Well, you had Blonde and Cheryl, right? Cheryl was the other girl.
Uh-huh. We had Lonzy, Cheryl, and Angie B.
Yep.
That was the crew.
It was great. I remember the night you did your record release party there with the gold sequence outfit. Gold, red, and blue.
We had gold, of course.
Gold, red, and blue. Yep, gold, red, and blue.
That was that color. We was there when New Edition came, when they hit Candy Girl. They did the first show. We were there. They was coming in there like they was 2 feet high.
Yeah, they were like, I just saw Bobby Brown Saturday. I saw Bobby on Saturday.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's time for us to end our show. I'd like to thank
that's me.
I'd like to thank our guest tonight. Can anybody hear me? I got you, right?
Yep, I hear you.
I'd like to thank Cal Abatello. I'd like to thank Grant Theodore, Kool Cal, Kevin K. Rockwell, Andy Stone, Tyrone Williams. This is all about our brother Luvbug Starski. It's like we all are here. And the next 40 minutes will be strictly Luvbug Starski and 15 minutes of silence. And
I'd like to say good night to everybody. This is Van Silk and Kool with hip hop, like the lifestyle, a tribute to Luvbug Stars.
Bye, everybody.
This is everybody, Sal, Angie.
All right, guys. Love you guys. Until we see each other again. Hold it down.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you for being on our show. We love all these.
Bye, Angie. Bye, Bondi.
Hip hop. Salute to hip hop. Kool and Van Silk, one of his hip hop.
John Do Radio.
Starski! That's right. This has got to be the greatest record of the year.
Oh, really?
Check it out.
All you folks have been waiting on me. Here I am, finally. Just look in the sky, look in the tree. I tell you who you see, it's Starski. Got a happy story to tell you all. And if you listen to me, you have a ball. All you people around the nation, all I need is participation. Don't need no segregation, don't want no revelation. See, when I learn, when the world turns, everybody gets a chance to earn. So take your time, but don't hesitate, cause Luvbug Starski's not going away. I'm often imitated, but never duplicated, cause my rap is so complicated. Now you look in the sky, look in the tree. What do you see? Who do you see? Hip hip hop, snap, crack, go pop, and everybody doing the rock. Just kick off your shoes, relax your socks, because the Luvbug Starski is ready to rock. Snap, crack, go pop. Snap, crack, go pop. Yeah, shit, y'all. Now if you can agree with me, I'm sure I can tell you what it's doing for me. I got a master's degree, PhD, and I'm talking about over coffee and tea. I'm going down in history. It's the Luvbug. So now you heard what they're doing for me. You can do it too, just wait and see. So ladies, stand in line. Be prepared to be one of mine. I know the night you know me well. Me and you can have clientele. But I smell so nice with my cologne. And not a lady in the place can leave me alone. Trouble man. See, I got something new just for you. Now if you're not too skinny, you're not too fat. Everybody say, how about that? How about that? Yes, y'all. Keep on. Do what you like. Hey, ladies, what's happening?
Nobody can do it like the Starski can.
Check out my bass man. All right, yeah, all right. They call it New York City. No, I can't deny. As the years went by, I had to do all I had to die. Here I am in 81. I'm having fun and I'm not too dumb. Listen to me, I got something to say. You don't hear this every day. It's a new year, we call 81. So come on everybody, let's have a little fun. Say 81. I'm having fun. I'ma do my best to pass the test. The people of the world, this is just for you. If you understand me, I understand you. Straight to the point, I'm going to be the joint. With inspiration, body sensation, I'm going to start a new creation. So plan for now and dig me later. Cause in 82, I'll be even greater. Hip hip hop, snap, crackle, pop. Come on everybody, let's rock. Your attitude is up to you, because you know what you want to do. Accept the no's as well as the yes, and then you'll see what the test. I know what I do and I do what I know. Now watch me people, I'm not going to blow. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And this I'll tell you every day. Positive life, that's what I'm about. Now watch me people while I turn it out. You have to give in order to get. And this I hope you never forget. You heard it before and you'll hear it again. Don't go to bed with the price on your head. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't take my advice, don't play with dice. Wait and see, the price will be right. If it hop, snap, crackle, pop. Come on everybody, let's rock, rock, rock.
You the Luvbug. What a cute little bug. I'd like to put you between my fingers.
It's the house on the hill. Amityville. House on the hill. So he grabbed me by the collar, picked me off my feet, and all I could hear was this spooky beat. And when it finally put me down, my heart felt like stopping, but it wouldn't stop cause the house was rocking. The bass was kicking and the house was loud. And let me tell you, it wasn't your average crowd. They had this guy on the mic, he was dressed in black. He had a messed up face with a hunch on his back. It's the house on the hill. It's called Amityville. House on the hill. Amityville. I told you it's the house on the hill. Amityville. And all of a sudden I heard this terrible crash, and on the stage was the group called the Monster Mash. And there's a little something, I must admit, I never seen so many girls with covered in it. And in the middle of the floor I saw a hat and a coat, but the rest wasn't there, and there ain't no joke. There was a girl at the bar, she was looking fine, but she turned out to be the bride of Frankenstein. It's Amityville now. Come on, girl, we going straight to, we gonna take a visit. It's the house on the hill. Everybody goes to Amityville. House on the hill.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Scotty deemed us down here by mistake. Spock, you've got to get us out of here. I copy it, I'd like to, but we cannot get a fix. Spock, the people here are dressed so strangely. Strange 20th century life form. There's an actual love bug walking around. Spock, analysis, please. Yes, Captain, no bug. 20th century phenomenon.
It's Amityville, y'all. You want to go to the house on the hill? Amityville, house on the hill. Crack walked out with no kind of class, drinking something that was bubbling from out of his glass. So I panicked and I hit the deck. cause I swore he was coming straight for my neck. Then he said,
Yo, Starski, there's no need to fear. Didn't you read the invite? You're the star of the year. All the monsters came from miles around just to hear you rock because you got down.
House on the hill. You wanna go? Come on. There's enough room we can all go to. The house on the hill. The next thing you know, with the hand clap shower, I realized I was the man of the hour. So I got on the mic without no mistake, and all the monsters in the house started to break. And then I put down the mic, said that is that. Gave Drac a high five and he changed to a bat. So I said today I'm asleep like a lamb, but don't you know we were rocking at the Monster Jam? You wanna go? Come on, let's go to. You didn't understand me? I said Amityville.
John Dew Radio.
Hello.
How you feel?
Oh, hi, Starski.
Oh, how you been?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright, baby. Hey, I was wondering, are you doing anything tonight?
Not really, just relaxing.
Well, this is a cool Saturday night, and how would you like to go out?
Ooh, sounds good to me.
Where you want to go?
To a nightclub.
Alright. It's about 9:45. I'll be around there at 10 o'clock, alright?
Okay.
I'll check you later.
Bye-bye, Starski.
It's a Saturday night, about 10 o'clock, and I'm the Luvbug baby, and I'm ready to rock. So I put on my gear and the fly gold chain. I'm stepping out the house to pick up my sweet thing. I had the money, you know I got paid, so I caught me a cab without a delay. Had to go across town, I had to meet her, but as it turned out, she was a cheater. And don't you know, she wasn't at home. She must have just left cause we were on the phone. But I'm not mad, I'll be alright. Wanna make the best of this Saturday night, cause the work's gon' beat and I'm good to go to my favorite spot, yes, the disco. I take my lady, but she's acting too dizzy. So it's my night and I'm gonna get busy. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. So I made a call to my mellow KB to pick me up in his 190E. We cruised uptown into downtown to rock the first club that we found. We stepped inside, took a seat at the bar, ordered champagne, blow it, drink of the stars. The lady said to court, no, I have to split, cause I'm stepping off to keep the change for a tip. The place was jumping, the beats were pumping. I turned around and there stood some feline. Sassoon, the Blue Lagoon. She was a breath of fresh air like a day in June. 5'5" with big brown eyes, she wore a Gucci shirt, a real tight skirt. It looked to me like she was ready to flirt, so I made my move and said, let's groove. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Dancing under neon lights, she looked at me, said, you'll be alright. I heard your story, so don't feel bad, just leave it up to me, I'll make you feel glad. But remember this, one lives, one learns, and one day, baby, it'll be her turn. So I must confess, this girl was blessed, she had more on the cap than all the rest. And by the way she dressed, I call it fresh. I had to let her know she had passed my test. They say that good things come with those who wait. There's a thin line between love and hate, but there's plenty fish that's swimming in the sea, and I'm the love bug, baby. Yeah, that's me. So as it turned out on the Saturday night, I got a brand new lady and I'm feeling alright. Saturday night.
my own VIP. When things got bad and very slim, I didn't think that I could win. About to drown my troubles in the sea, but these words of wisdom came to me.
You gotta believe.
Don't let no one say you can't make it.
You gotta believe.
When things go wrong, just overtake it.
You gotta believe.
Just tell yourself I got to make it.
You gotta believe.
So come on, everybody, let's shake it. And misery from day to day, I kept my faith and I knew there was a way. So let those things be understood. Things that are bad can change to good. And if you want things bad enough to be a winner, you must stand tough. Cause quitting is getting the bottom shelf. So just remember, believe in yourself.
You gotta believe.
Don't let no one say you can't make it.
You gotta believe.
When things go wrong, just overtake it.
You gotta believe.
Just tell yourself I got to make it.
You gotta believe.
So come on, everybody, let's shake it. To a better day, the Lord works in mysterious ways. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I just hope that it'll change some things. The man upstairs, he has a plan. He won't give you more than you can stand. So when it looks like there's no other way, just remember these words I say.
You gotta believe.
Don't let no one say you can't make it.
You gotta believe.
When things go wrong, just overtake it.
You gotta believe.
Just tell yourself I got to make it.
You gotta believe.
So come on, everybody, let's shake it.
Radio.
Well, hello everybody, how you been? It's Starski, and I'm back again with a true story to tell you all. And if you listen to me, you're gonna have a ball. First you dive with the dip with the dive. Clean out your ears and you open your eyes, 'cause I'm the Luvbug, rocking in the rhythm and the harmony. See, I'm snug as a bug, I like to be hugged, and that's why the ladies call me the Luvbug. On and on at the fever to the break of dawn. Yeah, shit, y'all, I keep going strong at the fever. Alright, where it belongs. Put your hand on your hip, won't let your back won't slip. The metal on the pedal, the heat in the beat. 'Cause the people in the back get not the whack. The people in the front, let's do the bum. The people on the side, hey, take a ride. The people in the middle, let me see you wiggle. All together now, on time, y'all. Just look in the sky. dang, diggy, 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 dang. Hip hop, shoot wop, the wild is the Luvbug, and I'm guaranteed to rock. So you paid your money as a donation to hear the best sounds in the fever. A creation, yes, y'all. A young lady, don't you act crazy. Homeboys, you know you got to make some noise. Say, hey, money, money, hey, money, money, money. Hey, money, money, hey, money, come on money, now. Money. Hey, money, money, hey, money, money, money. Hey, somebody scream. A little hip hop, the hip hop, the hop, the hop, hibbity, and you rock the hip, and then you rock the hop, and you make sure you make your body rock. A little hip hop, the hibbity, hip hop, little hip hop, the hip hop. You don't mess with the ball, dang, diggy, ball, dang. You need a ball, shoot out the ball, 'cause I'm guaranteed to make your body rock. At the fever, we give you no breather. At the fever, we make you a believer. Here we go again. You heard me, I made you a believer at a place called Disco Fever. Now it's 10 o'clock, it's time to rock. The music's on and the doors are locked. The ladies demand me stand in line just to hear Luvbug rock those rhymes. Now go bob. Everybody go bob. Hey, just throw your hands in the air. Everybody throw your hands in the air a little higher. Say ho. You gotta be real to get what you want. Just get on the floor, stick to the script, and watch your baby dog. Don't you dare slip. I'm the captain of the ship, conductor of the train. Gonna let you know that I'm running things like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If the Lord doesn't get you, my music must. Now, ladies, all the ladies, don't you dare act too shaky. And just throw your hands in the air, all the ladies. Throw your hands in the air. I wanna hear you say ow, ow, scream. Starski! Boys, this part's for you. Everybody yourself or with your crew. You gotta be strong to survive. So let the feel, my man, we're kicking it live. One-on-one, we're gonna have some fun. 2-on-2, you know what to do. Dibby dive, so socialize. Clean out your ears and you open your eyes. Kicking it live at the place to be. It's the Fever, my man, and I'm Starski. Now, homeboys, if you feel it good, say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah. Everybody go yeah. And let me hear you go yeah. Now scream!
Starski!
Losing up these Starski, girl. Let's do it. Right now, I know y'all didn't spend your money if you come in tonight and stand around and look. We want you to get on the floor and kind of cook. To all the lovely ladies in the house, we see some fine foxy mamas out here this morning. Come on. I love the way you walk. I love the way you talk. Oh, girl, the way you look. I like something out of picture book. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. The wheels and steels being turned by my main man DJ Starski, girl. I just a hip the hop, but don't stop. Everybody, come on, let's body rock. Just throw your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. And if you came out to work your body this morning, somebody say, oh yeah. All right, now we want all the good feeling people in the house to feel good. Somebody say sex and more sex. Say sex is good, like Hollywood. That is up my back, it's around my neck. Woo-ha! I got the girls in jack. Oh, and you don't stop. I be born. I just clap your hands, everybody. I'm gonna tell you about Hollywood. I just clap your hands, everybody. As you're feeling, got to be good. All right, we want Larry to come up about the door. Larry, you want about the door. Everybody else, I want to know how many people out here in Jamaica know how to do the world famous Patty Duke dance. If you can Patty Duke to me and say Patty Duke. Patty Duke. Somebody say yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. All right, now for those of you that don't know how to Patty Duke, we're gonna explain to you, mama. Come on. You just wiggle your hips and you rock your knees and you Patty Duke any way you please. Now the best way to get into the swing is to act like you're doing the shingling. Then, mama, let your body work. Then you wave your arms like you're doing the jerk. Then you turn it all loose like a bowl of soup. Now you're looking real good doing the Patty Duke. Hey, girl, don't you lose your stride. Just Patty Duke a little to the side. Then you give your partner a laughing grin and then you Patty Duke right back up the hill. Come on. Come on. Get the bone out your back, boy. Get the bone out your back, girl. Just throw your hands up in the air. Wave them around like you just don't care. And if you're feeling the groove that makes you move, somebody say, oh yeah. Music up Starski. We're gonna get kind of mellow. We want everybody to put their hands together right here. Everybody put your hands together. We want to hear everybody right here. Come on, y'all. Just a little bit. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Come on, Starski. That's right, y'all. And you don't stop. You keep on. For all the lovely ladies in the house, I just like to say, I got a word for the wise. Just to tranquilize your mind, your body and soul. We got a brand new rhythm now, and we're gonna let it take control. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You can do it now. There's nothing to it now. Come on, let me see you working out to the music. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's right, y'all, and you don't stop. I be bored. I said dippy dippy die and so socialize. Just to come on, make my nature right. When I walk in the door, what did I see? Too many people trying to freak with me. So I started to dance. I had a little fun, and all of a sudden it was 4-1. So I started to freak. I did my best, and all of a sudden I had to grab my chest. And then my knees started to bend, and I fall back. And to my surprise, I caught a heart attack. Let's do it. Oh, let's do it. Starski, what you got for me? What you say? Starski. That's right, y'all, and you don't. stop now. I just a hip, the hop, dip, but don't stop. From the coast of California to the shores of Maine, I said, oh, the girls love the way I run my game. Because I got style, and I got class, and I don't talk my shit too fast. Now your body's moving to the rhythm and the rhyme, and your feet keep stepping right on time. As you listen to the voice that's so divine, just Hollywood in your mind. Set the faces into your face, and the highs are in your eyes. It's the music of the Hollywood that'll definitely tranquilize. You see, I got the neck of Kojak, I'm better than Beretta. I'm a Casanova Brown because I'm down to the hip, the hip, the hop, dip, and the hip, don't stop. Now let's rock, yo. I to the beat. Right now, once again, all you people out there dancing to the music, we want you to put your hands together one more time. Come on. I just slap your hands, everybody.
Luvbug Starski, the iconic hip-hop pioneer who's one of the two people credited with coining the phrase hip-hop, unexpectedly passed away on Thursday, February 8th in Las Vegas. He was 57.
You're the guy that coined the phrase hip-hop.
Ball, do you hip hop, the hip hop, the hop, hip it, then you rock the hip, then you rock the hop, and then you make sure you make your body rock. Yeah, that's where it came from.
Starski, born Kevin Smith in 1960, was one of hip-hop's earliest MCs. He was often mentioned in the same breath as the likes of DJ Kool and Grandmaster Flash, though he never quite got the same recognition. Those who aren't so well-versed with hip-hop's more formative years will recognize Starski's name from the Notorious B.I.G.'s 1994 single, Juicy, where he shouted out the iconic hip-hop star. Let's check it out.
Mr. Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Luvbug, Starski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good.
In a statement to Hip Hop DX, Chuck D, a longtime friend of Starski, revealed he passed away after suffering a heart attack. Luvbug Starski was a DJ, MC, and innovator. The Public Enemy frontman told Hip Hop DX, a pioneer who excelled before and after the recording line of 79, the year when rap records began. He was the first double trouble threat in hip hop and rap music. He DJ'd for the great MCs and MC'd with the great DJs. Besides Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Luvbug Starski was one of the few that took his legendary street record status into the recording world. After news of Starski's death began to circulate online, a number of hip-hop stars took to social media to pay tribute and show their respects to one of hip-hop's earliest trailblazers. We lost one of our greatest pioneers of hip-hop, Luvbug Starski, DJ Premier tweeted. He's also known as one of the people who came up with the name hip-hop. Aside from another legend, Keith Cowboy of the Furious Five, salute to all the pioneers and condolences to his family. #hip-hop. LL Cool J wrote on Twitter, when I met you, I looked up to you and you didn't disappoint me. You were as cool as I hoped you would be. Rest in power, Luvbug. I salute you and respect you, OG. You paved the way. Elsewhere, Just Blaze tweeted, damn, R.I.P. Luvbug Starski. From everyone at Hip Hop DX, we'd like to extend our deepest condolences to Starski's family, friends, and fans.
Starski!